me move on a little bit in terms of your own future. Have you met with Donald Trump, and do you think that you may play a role in this administration, perhaps?
I did meet with him, and I had not really ever had a conversation with him before, except we shared a Man of the Year award, of all things, in New York City a number of years ago. But that was just a casual acquaintance there. Listen, I found him very personable, engaging. Obviously, national security and foreign policy and defense is sort of my lane. And most president-elects, when they get into that position, really don't have much of a depth of background in that area. It's true of President Obama, George Bush, President Clinton, and also President Reagan. And he's no exception to that. But he asked excellent questions. They know that they don't know a lot about national security, and him and the people that he had in the room with him, he had 4 advisors there with him, they were all asking very, very good questions. I mean, you know, it's a couple of things are pretty obvious. They are very serious about trying to put together a good team to surround them, and 2, they really want to do well. And you could see that in the intensity of the questions and their desire to really get at reality out there.
What do you think is the #1 most important thing that this administration needs to address when they get started?
Well, I just think the #1 thing is American leadership, Martha. What has happened to us in these last 8 years, we have had a president who broke with our historical past and tradition since World War II. And by that I mean every American president, whether it's been a Democrat or Republican, has pretty much accepted the responsibility of American leadership in terms of helping to establish global security and stability, which leads to economic prosperity. They may go about it a little differently, but every one of them has accepted that. This president did not. He pulled away. He felt that America was too involved in the world. And as a result of it, the world is clearly a more dangerous place. Our adversaries are emboldened, and our allies don't trust us. So first and foremost, what is the role of America in terms of our global responsibilities, I think, is the issue the president-elect has to deal with, and then start dealing with how do we deal with the revisionist countries that are trying to dominate their part of the world, Russia, Iran, China. How do we deal with radical Islam itself, and particularly ISIS? Yeah. What are we going to do with the problems that we have in Afghanistan, which are going to become very serious and going to get the headlines in 2017 to a certain degree? All of those other issues start to fall into place once you make up your mind about American leadership and the president's role in that.
Well, these are the things that seem to sort of, you know, smack a president when he isn't always expecting it, and he needs a very strong team. You've advised secretaries of state and Congress and presidents over the course of your career, and we thank you for your input on all of that this morning, General. Thank you. It's great to see you as always.
Yeah, good talking to you, Martha.